Testing, testing, testing. I think we are ready to go. Let me check something out real quick, make a few adjustments to our setup. So we are going to go to our current stream, scenes, active. Nice. I'm not in frame. Let me get in frame. Switch to main. That's better. There we go. And the final thing we need to do is we need to get some lighting in here. Probably cut them all on first. Woo! There we go. What a way to wake up. Mm. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I know that these streams tend to have a lot of people come in after the fact and watch them. So if you are watching this in the future, good day to you. I hope you're doing well. My name is Shannon Williams. I am the OCPD Coach. I'm a certified Agile SCRUM product owner. So I like to see things through from beginning to end. I'm also a full-time software engineer, a game developer on the side, as well as a life coach on the side. So I have a lot of different things that I like to do in my life to learn how to manage all of those things. And in today's stream, man, did I like it? I didn't like it. Nice, I didn't like it. Today's stream, we're going to be doing what I like to call a planning session. We do this every single, let me close this out because we don't need it anymore. But we tend to do this every single sprint at the tech companies that I work at and have worked at in the past. And a sprint is typically 2 weeks, but for the purposes of live streaming consistency, as well as the rapid production that I need to make happen in my life, I have shortened these 2 week sprints into 1 week sprints. So every single Sunday, you get to watch me plan my week out, and then we get to go over everything, see how we did in the middle of the week, and then do it all over again. And that's what we're going to be doing today. So let me pull up. I want a little bit of music. I don't want it loud. So let me pull up my sound manager. And guys, like I've mentioned this before, every single stream, we're getting more efficient, adding different things, creating things. I just have this issue where I introduce one thing and then I wind up breaking another. So that's just something you have to deal with. If you know me, then you know eventually we'll get things figured out. We'll get all the kinks worked out and we'll be good to go. So let's get some music going. I want to hear a little bit. I want to make sure it's not too loud for you guys. That's the biggest thing. How loud is that playing? Testing. All right, we should be good. We should be good. All right, man. What a freaking week. It has been a week, I'm telling you. We are, let's see, 25 done. What I should start doing, I should find a way to keep track of exactly how many I started the sprint with in a nice visual format so that we can cross-reference that. But what I'll do for now, I have myself a nice little stream and run book I've created. And this is just going to help me keep this thing on the rails, keep it flowing, and keep you all engaged as best as I possibly can. All right, so let's do it. All right, sound effects. Okay, so we have this. I also have a timer now, so we are going to give ourselves. So this is the plan for what we're going to do. We're going to do we're in the warm up right now, so I gave myself about 10 minutes for this, just to let everybody come in that wants to be present, give me time to work out my kinks because I always need that grace period, and then from there we are going to start the review. Now I put 10 minutes on my review time. This is just going to be going over the board, giving myself credit for things I did and talking about things I didn't get done. After that, we'll do a 5-minute break, just a short break for me to take a break, because when I talk too much and too long, I start to ramble and I start to run out of breath. It's really weird. I don't know why I do it. After that, we'll do a retrospective. So a 15-minute retro. And I think honestly, out of everything I do, I think the retrospective is the most Oh man, I'm so tired. I'm losing my words. Beneficial. I wanted to say a different word, but it's the most beneficial aspect of the entire stream because you get to see how I critique myself, but also give myself grace, give myself praise wherever I need to as well. Being somebody that has struggled with OCPD my entire life, that's always been a struggle area is the giving credit part. I could do the critiques all day, but giving credit has always been a struggle. After that, we'll do a topic deep dive. So I'll probably pick one, two, or maybe two or three topics from the retro, and I'll talk a little bit more about them. So that'd be a good opportunity. And then we'll do planning, and the planning session will be 20 minutes. And then we will wrap it up with a recap. All right, so that's the game plan. Let me go ahead and set up a timer. We're going to set up a 10-minute timer right now. Is it up? No, of course it's not. I break everything, don't I? Give me a second, guys. Give me 1 second. I broke my timer, so I need to make my timer show up. 1 second. 1 second. You guys get to see this is a trial and error stream. We're figuring it out. Yeah, look at that. My issue is I renamed them all, and when I renamed them all, I made it impossible for this to keep up because I thought it would automatically keep up with the renames, and it did not. So this is looking for timer parent. Okay, so I have an idea. What if I renamed it from what it is right now to timer parent? Would that work? It's okay. It's okay. Let's do it. Guys, I always tell you transparency is key to me. And I'm not perfect. As much as I would like to be perfect with my streams, be the most efficient, you have growing pains, and these are just some of the growing pains. So I'm gonna walk through them with you. What I'll do is this. Give me about 5 minutes to set this up. And when I set this up, then we'll move forward with the next part. So let me do a snapshot. Man, I did not know renaming the scenes in OBS would jack everything up, but I just learned my lesson. I learned it really fast. So let's do this. Let's go clear timers. We're going to switch it from timer parent it should be IGN timer parent. That's all I did. I just added ignore so that I can know what scenes I should care about and which ones I should ignore. But that broke it. So we'll do it like this. Make it really simple for us. Oops, I didn't mean to paste it. I meant to copy it. Let's delete that one. Okay. So, and I can make a ticket for this too, to just give myself credit since this is work I'm doing. So we have a 30-second timer here, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we should have 7 total. So let's copy this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just go inside of here and add what we need to add. 1 minute, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Okay. So that's gonna clear out all the timers. And now where we have the 30-second timer, we had that 30-second timer. And actually, this is what I do. I do it like this. Y'all like that better? What we'll do is this. We got torch pass. We have this show, a single show. That's all I'm doing is showing it. Perfect. So let's go in here, open it up, copy it, paste it, and we are going to do a show. So it should hide, and it can hide and show it. It shouldn't break anything. Let's test it out real quick. Boom. There it is. There it is. I should have made a delay on it too that played the sound when it was all done. See, I'm getting too ahead of myself. I'm getting too deep into it. I don't need to do all that. let's just get this all pasted in and finished. So let's just do it like this. And then I'll go down the list. So I think we had 1 minute. We should have had 5 minutes. We should have 10 minutes next. So let's do 10 minutes. Got 15 minutes. 20 minutes. And then clear timer. All right. So now that we have this, I'm just gonna work backwards. Sometimes I'll tell you guys something. With my ADHD, I have found ways to work through monotonous tasks by jumping around and switching the flow, if that makes sense. So instead of me just going from the beginning all the way to the end, all the way through, I just decided to go back to work backwards instead. And doing that just it allows me to split it up inside of my head where it doesn't just feel like this long, lengthy, boring task. 5. Okay, and then we have 1. So little hacks like that, man. Hack your brain as best as you can. Okay, now we should be good. I told you it was fast. Now let's try it again. 10-minute timer starting now. Beautiful. Let's go through it. So let's get our... I'm just gonna leave one reminder. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not already. We are doing ADHD talk, OCPD talk, real world application. Real world application, y'all. And let's get my light and effects. General. There we go. Okay. I'm already running my time out. So let's start here. 25 things. Now look at this. Oh man, I was so close. So I know for sure I'm bumping checkout system rehaul. I know I'm bumping that out because the ticket that I have in progress right now, the shopper system, is a higher priority ticket. So let me go ahead and bump it out to anytime task for right now. So that's one we didn't complete. And determine prereqs for course activities. I'm probably still going to wind up doing this tonight or today because it's so simple. So I think that'll be a quick, easy win. Tamboree, welcome in. Welcome in, Tamboree. Thank you so much. My favorite mod right there. It's my favorite mod. So I appreciate you hopping in. Let's look at our shopper system. So this one needs to be broken down. And we'll talk about this a little bit more during planning and retro. Unanticipated scope. Unanticipated scope. Guys, I'll talk about the week it's been. My sleep, I think today is the longest I've been able to sleep from, I want to say about 2 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the morning. And my son woke me up at around 7:40. Excuse me. And I went back to bed for another hour or so. That was good sleep. But the rest of the weeks, what was sleep is non-existent. Non-existent. So let's keep going. We have our stretch. Yep. So this one is going to be broken up. So I'll leave this one here. As you can see, I have it as a 10, and I recommend you never take tasks over 10. I need to listen to my own advice. And now we are sitting at 25 done. Oh my goodness. That feels so good. That feels so good. It feels even better because I know that I did full-time employment. That sounds so weird. I worked my full-time job and I worked overtime in my full-time job this week. I was working all night long for multiple nights, yet I still got a lot done. I do think had I not had that issue with the full-time job, I would have got a little bit more done, but take what you can. So let's walk through this. Benchmark social media stats and analytics. Let me also scoot this over a little bit so you guys can see. There we go. So benchmarking social media stats and analytics. I did that before the stream started. So I get credit for it. Let's go ahead and keep going down the list. Create general system outline for horror game. I wound up doing this. What I did for now, I created a document that has everything inside of it that is unorganized. And then I'm going to create another ticket in the future. And I already created a ticket for this actually to break that up into separate tasks and get a better flow of everything. But I did this. So we're getting credit for that one. We have OCPD Coach Hyper Focus Stream. We did that last night. That was a lot of, yeah, that was a lot of something. It wasn't bad. I was stuck on the same problem for 3 hours. So you never like that, but you are happy when you finally get it solved. Midnight game stream for Shaka Plays. I did that. That was another one. That one was tough. I didn't really enjoy it. I did Five Nights at Freddy's 3 yesterday. I didn't really enjoy that one, but we did it. We did what we said we would do. Look into Jira integration for Steam overlay. I did it. I'm not gonna show it right now, but I did set up. You can see it in my stream from yesterday, my hyperfocus. I did a stream overlay that pulls from a text file, and I just update whatever task I'm working on like that. And I just realized that my Twitch title says that I'm playing Five Nights at Freddy's, even though I'm not. So that's funny. I need to fix that. It's the title. It took the title. I must have pasted it at the end of it. Fix shelf and storage system. Yes. I did that. That was a big win for me. I was really happy about that one. Let me see. Let me just add my sound to try to come a little bit sooner. There we go. Okay, wife dedicated time 5 hours. Did that. There it is. I like that sound faster. Son time 5 dedicated hours. Yes, and I have more time playing with him today. OCPD. Actually, this one should be done plus. Let me give this a label. This one we're going to say is done plus because I spent a lot of time with my son this week, just him being around, and he wants more time today. So definitely a done plus for that one. OCPD Coach Thursday stream. Knock that out. Build initial quest data. This was something that was unexpected since this was ad hoc work. And let me try to add a label in here for ad hoc. So I didn't anticipate doing this, but it was a simple task that was priority for the game and it needed to be done. So we did that. Work out at least 2 days this week. We did that, which was great. Create new YouTube channel page intro. I did that. Let me drop this audio down on this just so I'm not blowing your eardrums out. All right, where are we at? Migrate. Pull this down some. Work out 2 days a week. Create new YouTube channel. And by the way, y'all let me know what you think about it. If you see it, it was something that I wanted to try something new because my old one just felt so dry. I didn't like how dry I felt. So y'all let me know what you think about it. Okay, create new YouTube channel page intro. Yep. Migrate streams from Streamlabs OBS to OBS Studio. We are officially streaming on OBS Studio right now, and it's so much easier for me to manage everything. I love it. I have much more control also, so I can switch between my scenes much easier. So much better control. Place order for first horror game character. I did that. Read my Bible for 30 minutes. I did that. Set up Commodore 64. I had to break this into 2 parts because I set up as much as I could, but I didn't have all of the parts that I needed to actually run it. So I broke it up, gave myself credit for this because I did what I could, and then created another ticket for the future. So give myself credit for that. If you are in the chat, thank you for hopping in. If you have any questions, this is a great time to ask. Let's chat. Let's get some stuff done. Let's get some stuff planned as well. Add Streamlabs alerts for Jira websites, Jira tutorial videos, and OCPD Coach resources. Yes, that is done. You might even see it a little later today again, but I think I did it for last sprint. Build logo references for my upcoming video game. So I did that, knocked that out, which was great. OCPD Coach stream for Sunday. That was one I did last week. Did that. Set up sound effects. We got more sound effects going. Look into the Facebook Live events. We did that. That was late. There it is. Obtain RGSS test and feedback wave 1. Did that. Absolutely did that. It has to be a delay or something on my lights, and I don't know why. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why there's any delay at all. That's what's funny. We don't need a delay for this. Just flash my stuff. Just give me my flash. Okay. Obtain. Identify ideal upload times and hashtags for performance. We did that. So we got our credit for that one. And then we have due billing, which is another ad hoc. So it was ad hoc because I forgot about it. But that is our sprint, y'all. Look at this. Look at that completion ratio. 25 complete. Only 2 of them are stretch or in progress. This one I think I'm gonna get done, but this one is getting bumped up. So only 2 of them wound up having to be bumped out, which are going to be shopper system, because I need to split it apart and get more, fine tune it. And then I had the other task for the checkout system. That was bumped out because of priority. However, I brought in a task for quest data, which is much more important and much higher on my list. So I did a great job with this. I'm really happy with how it came out. And now that our timer is going off, that is our timer. I think it's just so funny how my timer stops at when it's done. It does starting soon, and what it should do is 0, but it doesn't. But we'll get all that sorted. Maybe we'll do it during our break. Let's see what we have though. Next on our list, we have our break. So this is where I get my 5-minute break, and I'm gonna take my 5-minute break. But this is how I need to do the break. I need to fix a couple things with my stream real quick. So I'm going to do a 5-minute break on my phone. And this is not going to be a thing that I'll be doing going forward because I'm setting everything up on my computer. But I need to fix some stuff. So let's fix some stuff. A man took his date to Olive Garden and used the coupon. She goes to him the next day. Who's the villain? Who's the villain here? I mean, villain is a strong word. Anybody in the chat, welcome in, y'all. Villain is a strong word. I don't know if I would call him a villain, call anybody a villain. What I will say, though, is who is the person who, I would say, who is the unreasonable one here, right? Obviously, the person who ghosted him. I'll tell you this much. That, if anything, should have been something that she, I think she should have reacted and said, hey, the fact that you were smart enough to use coupons, had enough confidence in yourself to not worry about my opinion about you using coupons, says that you could be a great option for a significant other. So to me, I think that was unreasonable for her to leave, but people are different nowadays. I tell you, it's a different generation. It's a completely different generation. I'm for common sense. I love common sense stuff. So anything that makes sense, as long as it makes sense, there's no issue with it. But everybody's different. Everybody's different. If you are in here, guys, do me a favor. Let me show y'all something. We have a subscribe button, which would be huge for me. And I also have, let's see if any of these work. I tried to do something new. We are going to see if, does this work? Wish list. Does it send the message? It worked. So I set up my chat commands to be run from buttons now. Look at that. Now I need to, let me show you what I'm fixing. I have 3 minutes left, so let me show you what I'm fixing real quick. Starting, active, full cam, and then, okay, this is not it. It's these pop-ups. I need to fix my pop-up screens because I broke them. So do I have a hard off? I do. I have a high task and I have a hard off. So I need to fix it here. Schedule, high Thursdays, yes. Sundays, yes. Saturdays, OCPD animation. And let's also make it hide. I added a new thing on here, which is RGSS, which is my video game that I'm working on. So we're going to hide all of that. We're going to take this, go to RGSS, delete that. Classic you, I expected that response. Well, tell me, do you have a different response? What do you expect? What do you think? From a woman's perspective, Tambourine, what is your opinion on that? RGSS. So then let's go, about 2 minutes left. Let's go here and do RGSS is getting hit. RGSS should become visible. It should be as simple as that. Let me see. It should just be as simple as that. Wait, it's called Schedule Manager. And I said RGSS. RGSS is invisible in itself. Well, yeah, that would cause issues if it's invisible in itself. We want them visible in their self, and we want them invisible when they're in the parent. So we want it like that. So now let's try again. RGSS. Boom. Nice. Got it. So this is what we're going to do now that works. We are going to copy RGSS. Thursday. Ooh, I deleted Thursday, and Thursday is the only one I think I did fix Thursday, so that's funny, but it's fine. So you guys are seeing, this is how I'm setting up my configuration right now so that we can, I can make things quick and fluid when I'm talking to you all. But since I'm setting all this up from scratch, I haven't made it as efficient as it possibly can be. We have 50 seconds left on my timer before we hop into our retro, which again is one of the most important things you can get out of this stream, is being part of that retro where we critique how we did everything. And we're going to do Sundays. Okay. And then, did I break subscribe, or does subscribe work? Okay, subscribe works. I showed you subscribe, how it all works. All right, y'all. I think we are. Let me just make sure this is good. Yeah, we should be good to go. Okay. So let me do something. Let me give you all my full cam. Let's do lighting, presets. Let's make it bright in here, real bright. Ha ha ha. I already knew you were coming. And now that we have that, let's go to my folder real quick. Pull up a folder. And we are going to go to our Google Docs because that is where I have it. I have it somewhere in here. Oh, OCPD Coach. It's the OCPD Coach Google Docs. Give me a second. Okay. So let's go ahead and take this one. We're going to, it would actually be smart now that I'm thinking about it. Let me have an ongoing one. Let's have an ongoing one where I can, at any point in time, just pull it up and see every single sprint retro that we have pop up. So let's do sprint retrospective. We are going to say retrospectives. And then we're going to put a date here. There we go. Let's bold that date. Let's make it larger. Okay. Dang, I should have a dummy one too. So let's do this here. Copy and paste everything here. Today is 5/25, so let's update that. And I'm going to do you all one of these. I'm going to send you Jira. I'm going to send you resources if you want to download a retrospective for yourself. And I'm going to send you Jira help. So if you need any help with setting Jira up or running Jira, I have a video for it. Okay, so we have this, and ignore that timer. Matter of fact, let me hide that timer so I'm not confusing you. This timer, let's clear that timer. Sound effect, you are late. You are a late sound effect. What I probably need to do is edit the actual sound because they might have a delay. All right, so let's drop all of this out. And how much time did I give myself for the sprint retro again? How much time do we have for sprint retro? 15 minutes. Okay. I'm just clearing this out so that we don't. I say 19 to 25, but that's not technically true. So let's clear this out. Clear this out. And then clear this one out. There we go. Oh, man. All right, let's do something real quick. Let's go full cam for a second. All right. So I need to explain to you what I'm doing. Right now, we are about to do a sprint retro, short for retrospective, but we are going to look at everything that happened this past week, sprint, and I'm doing 1 week sprints. And we're going to analyze it. We're going to see what we need to improve, what areas of opportunities we had, and then we're going to talk about what went well so we can give ourselves the pats on the back and the praise that we deserve for what we were able to accomplish. And we'll finally look at what action steps we can take going forward. So this, to me, out of the entire stream, to me, this is the most valuable part of the stream because you get to see how I analyze, critique, improve the efficiency, but also how I make myself feel good about what I did, because that is a constant issue with OCPD. Also, one more thing I'll say, with ADHD, we tend to jump around a lot before we get something properly refined. So this allows us to say, all of this stuff happened this week with my ADHD. I'm going to put my energy into these different areas so that I can keep growing in those areas. So that being said, knock my camera back a little bit. Me and you gonna get on the right page, Cam. Let's go ahead into this part. And we're gonna go ahead and set a 10-minute timer. So not 10-minute, 15-minute timer. And also take a look at last week. So let's pull out our sprint goal. Inside of here, we will go to edit sprint. I'm trying to work on improving how I separate my sounds, just like my son does, because he is a great talker to me. He teaches me. So let's do this. Okay, there we go. For the retro. For the retro, I like to switch up my vibe a lot. That's just what I like to do here. So let's just go ahead and go into let's go into carnage mode. Let's do carnage mode. Jeez, that's loud. That is ridiculously loud. Gotta auto-tune all this stuff at some point. Okay. Okay, I already wasted 2 minutes. Let's go into. So customers in RGSS should be functional where they shop, navigate the mall, and that would be acceptable. So we didn't meet that. Develop timing outlines for streaming. We did this. That was huge. Hit chest to arm. Did my workout. Have at least 3D model. So this was supposed to say one 3D model. Added quality of life updates to streaming presentation and flow. Add quality of life updates to stream presentation and flow. This could be improving navigation in Steam and Stream Deck. Updating overlays with pertinent information. Creating audio presets. Adding Jira integrations into display. It's funny. I did all of this. I know I had it as a goal, but this is again why I talk about with ADHD. We sometimes forget goals that we set when we have a lot of goals. That is something that happens more commonly than I would really like to admit, but I'd be lying if I said that I remember every single goal I set. I have to have it visibly so I can go back and track it. So let's see. What went well? First of all, what was that top thing? Oh, yeah, we have a flow. We have a stream flow. We have a stream flow. Streamlabs to OBS Studio. That was a really smooth transition. I'm really happy about that. I need to give myself credit for these too. Hold on. Let me see something. Controls.
Here comes the money. Here we go.
Yeah.
Money talk. Here comes the money. Dollar.
Yeah. I think we have to give ourselves credit where we can. So yeah, we have a proper stream flow. Streamlabs to OBS transition was beautiful. Stay upstairs, man. Don't come down here, Shannon. My son's trying to come down here because he heard wrestling music. I shouldn't have triggered him. Opportunities, what didn't go well? Still not exactly on time. Each stream. Overworked from my job. A few ad hocs took priority. Okay. Let's see. What can be done? He's supposed to be taking a nap anyways, actually. Hey, Alexa. Drop in.
Good afternoon, Shannon. Do you want to drop in on Beans Echo Dot or Kitchen Echo Dot or all devices?
Beans Echo Dot.
Okay, dropping in.
Shannon, go to bed. Okay. All right, love you. I'll see you later. Okay. All right, stay in room. Alexa, hang up. What did you say? Okay, we talk about your iPad after your nap. Not right now, okay? What'd you say? You said good night? No, because I'm streaming right now. So I need you to go ahead and take your nap because right now you're making me use energy where I don't need to put it. Okay? You're a big boy. Take a nap. Take a nap. Alexa, cancel. Okay. Alexa, hang up. Are you still there? I don't know how to cancel it. Hey, Alexa, cancel. There it is. Yo, I'm like an old man with this technology. Opportunities, what didn't go? Okay, sorry about that. That wasn't something that was supposed to happen, but my son, he'll miss his entire nap time because he's playing around. Customers in RGSS should be functional. Okay, so this is the thing. Opportunity, what didn't go well? Didn't properly estimate shopper system ticket. So that was a big one. I didn't properly estimate that ticket. So it needs to be split up. Hit chest. So another thing that went well, felt great after chest and shoulder workout. Limited, I would say that was probably what didn't go well. Subconsciously limited myself with the 2 workouts. Should have added a stretch goal. What went well? Finally got courts moved out of the way and properly flowed. What else? What else went well this spring? Oh yeah, stayed consistent with streaming and video posts. Something that didn't go well. Communicate. So pre-stream communication was trash. What can be done going forward? I need to find a way to streamline communication for pre-streams. I would say nothing that went well. Made time for tier 3 and tier 4 relationships. I'm bold in this because I want to talk about this. Just I'll give you an explanation of what that is and what it means. Found time to bond with wife and son while working through other tasks. Okay, we're at 5.5 minutes, so we're doing good. Hit chest and arms, have at least one 3D model requested, developed. So what went well? Pivoting from Fries to RGSS was successful, even though the first few days dragged. Another thing that went well, learned about competition in RGSS space and used it as fuel instead of quitting, quote unquote. I can't think of a better word. Everybody that's in here, I appreciate you guys. If you can, please leave a like on the video. That helps the algorithm find it. It helps people also find this channel. We want people to find this channel who struggle with ADHD, OCPD, or just being able to make progress in their lives, healthy progress in their lives. Okay, let me check this. Let me see if there's anything I can think in here. Okay, what can be done going forward? Need to prioritize getting the course done. This will be helpful information, and I only have 10% left. Yeah, only got 10% left for that course. We gotta get that done. I've done all the videos and everything. I just need to do the set up the activities. I'll be good to move forward. Benchmark. Oh yeah, benchmark growth was benchmarking task has helped me see the true growth of the YouTube channels. That's been huge for me. What else do we have in here? Oh yeah, feedback came in. Positive feedback has been made regarding the presentation, flow, and content of the streams. We're gonna say what can be done going forward. Is there find a way to take streaming content and turn it into videos for channel. Turn it into evergreen. Evergreen. Why do I want to put evergreen? Evergreen videos for channel. Okay. Do. Look into Jira integration for Steam overlay. I did that. Yeah. Problem solving was on point. I'm going to use a professional word. Problem solving was, oh no, I want to use a different word, immaculate. I'm going to use the word immaculate. Problem solving was immaculate for Jira and timer integration. I did bonus work by making YouTube, by making video pop-ups for stream. Okay, let me check my action item from last week too. Streaming should be more organized going forward. Anything we did good, we are going to put one of these parentheses so I know that they came from a past sprint. I need to ramble less when making YouTube videos. I think I did a great job with this, actually. You guys aren't going to see it for a while because I don't have the videos up yet, but I did stop all of the. Goodness, why do I keep doing it? Okay, whatever. I just know I did it for that. I need to create multiple. I did this. So stuff I did, actually, this is what I'll do. We'll do it like this. Green. If I did it, we'll mark it green. Communicating stream schedule. I need to see, this is the same thing. This is a repeat. So let's go ahead and take that here. Let's put the same thing. That way I know it's the same exact thing, carrying over, create automatic. So that falls into that. It's the same thing, basically. I should have more presets. I did this. Add it. Oh, is my time up? My time is up. I have to stick to the schedule. Okay. Okay. I think that's good. I honestly think that's good. Can we get a round of applause or something? Let's see. Let's get another one of our stream. Man, I make this so confusing. There's so many options. It's too much text. I don't know what I'm doing because there's so much text. Jira, timers, lighting. Okay, got it. I figured it out. So because we did such a great job, I want to do a celebratory animation. And we're going to do Thor's. All right. Man, I love those. I love those. That's so fun. Just randomly just get the vibe switched up a little bit. But let's talk about this now. So I have next on here, we have a 5-minute timer? Yes, we have a 5-minute deep dive opportunity. So let's do this. Let's go to our stream timers. Now let's do a deep dive. Let's talk about a few topics. Real quick. So let's drop the audio this down so it's not so loud. Okay. We're we're only going to talk about things I bolded. So, made time for tier 3 and tier 4 relationships. This is something I didn't even think about until I did the retro, but this I've been having a hard time communicating with folks, not just on my side. I mean, people haven't reached out to me as consistently either. I think it's just the time we're in right now. But this sprint, tier 1 is my wife and my son. Tier 2 is my that's parents and that's siblings. Tier 3 are friends and other relatives that you might have. And then tier 4 to me are business partners. So I actually made time to check in on people from my tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4 relationships this sprint, which is huge for me because I didn't have it planned. I didn't have it plotted out at all, but I was able to make that happen. So to me, that was huge. Another thing on here is what didn't go well. I didn't properly estimate the shopper system ticket. This is a ticket. I think I put it a ticket in for, but it was more of an epic. That is a huge complex system I'm talking about there. We're talking about how the entire customer ecosystem for the video game, and I keep making it a single ticket and it should be multiple tickets because now it just feels like I'm dragging the same thing over and over and over, and you start to get discouraged. So that to me means I need to go in, split the ticket up, make it a more refined, smart goal or something that I can actually attain. So we'll make sure we do that going forward. I should have added that as an action item. So we will say, I'm just gonna put it in here, break up shopper system ticket. Okay. And then I think I have, is that all I voted? Okay, let's talk about this one real quick. Learning about competition in RGSS space had I was able to use it as fuel instead of quitting. So in the past with my OCPD, I've had a thing where if I don't think I have the best thing to offer, the best product to offer, then I just won't offer it at all. I'll just say, okay, well, it's no point. It's not going to be the best. It's not the perfect option. But I was able to challenge that thinking when somebody has the very, very similar idea to mine. So I'm not going to say they stole it, but they have a very similar idea to mine, including specific assets that I created custom from my brain to come up with this system that I'm building. And instead of me, and this is another thing. Well, let me finish my first point. Instead of me not finishing the game and saying, "Oh, I'll just give up and put all my eggs in another basket," which because I have multiple baskets, I could do that now. I use it as motivation. I actually, it was really dope to me because I'd watch Scarface when I was working on my game, and it helped my mentality with how I look at competition. And I looked at it as okay, I'm not calling them cockroaches, but that's what I'm saying is I'll squash these cockroaches. I even reached out and said, "You guys want to be competition, or do you want to collaborate?" And to me, that's big time for me because it just shows confidence in my product, confidence in God, obviously, and just a different sense of self that I didn't have before. With my old tendencies with those OCPD, ADHD, I would have had a hard time doing it. Would just said, "Nah, they're making it. They already stole my ideas, dead." But I just said, "Okay, well, how can I make mine better? How can I make sure, even if you have something very similar to mine is the best?" And that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, that was a big one for me. And the other thing I'm coming back to is that I have multiple projects that I'm working on right now. And I could have said, well, I'll just go all in on this one since my brain is focused on that right now. I think that was another thing I had on here was this. This was another big thing. I'm typically all or nothing focusing on the task. And when I'm doing creative stuff, I have to get really, really immersed in it. So if I have two different things that are pulling me in two different directions. So I have a horror game and then a simulation game. These two games are different. So I have to listen to different types of music, watch different types of content to get into each one. And I've been so deep into RGSS for the past year and a half that I thought me taking a break to work on this other one would not cause me to have that issue with switching, context switching. But I did. The first few days were difficult. I really was having a hard time finding where I was in the game, if I still enjoyed the game, all of the systems, how deep the game was, because you forget stuff like that. And after a few minutes, or not minutes, after a few days, I was able to get right back into it. So it is possible to shift from one thing to another, but it takes a few days to get that rhythm going. And then you wind up realizing how proud you are of what you did. So I know I went a little bit over time. It's okay. Let's go ahead to our next thing, which we have, and that is our planning. But let me do one more thing. Before we go into planning, let me do one more thing. I need you all to do something real quick. Pop-ups, high task. That's funny. I hit the wrong button. I was trying to, I'm still hitting the wrong button. I'm trying to hide my timer. There it is. I need you all to do me a favor real quick. Scenes. Let's go to our pop-ups. So right now, the stream that you are inside of is this one. You're inside of this Sunday stream every single Sunday, 1:15 p.m. Plan out our week. And you actually see me doing the retro in that video, which is dope. But I come right back on Thursday with this stream. We're going to review our week at 4 p.m. Eastern time every single Thursday. How did we do? Are we making progress? Are we getting things done? That's the type of content we need to figure out. That's the type of content we do on Thursdays. And then I come right back to you on Saturdays with this one. This is the hyper focus chill or body doubling, whatever you want to call it. Work while I work, chill while I chill. And we get things done. So you get to see me working on. I'm right now I'm working on my game, but you never know what I might be working on. I might be working on fixing things for the stream like I had to do today. You just never know. So make sure you do hop into those and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Just make sure you stay notified, hit that bell because that bell will let you know when I'm going live. Even when I mess my streams up, like I have been doing where I accidentally stream the wrong stream and break it and have to create a new stream 15 minutes before. But that's life. That's the fun of life. Sometimes you have to laugh at yourself and not take everything so serious. It's a hard habit to break, but it's possible. So without further ado, let's hop into our planning. That's why we're here. Let's get planned for this upcoming sprint. I'm going to do this. Oops, I shouldn't have did that. I had that size for a reason so you guys could see it. Let's go ahead and complete this sprint. Yes, move open work items to that. Yes. To sprint 24. Let's move it to anytime task because I remember last week my sprint was acting up and then it fixed itself off stream. It resolved itself where all of those done tasks weren't there anymore. So I don't know why that happened, but it is what it is. So we are going to look for May 20, not that one. We need this one, sprint 25. Let's move this one up. This is going to take us to June 1st. And then we have May 25th. So 24. So this is the sprint that we would have been in, essentially. This is where everything moved to. So that's good. Let's review it. Oh man, this looks like a lot. Player counter desk configuration system. So I'll be honest, I think this is going to be a heavy stream for Retro Game Store Simulator. I do. I think it will be because I have to get this demo out. And honestly, with the work that I've been doing, I've been putting a lot of work into the stream. I don't have that much work that I need to focus on for the stream right now. So this honestly seems like it might be valid. Yeah, this is anytime work. So let's go ahead up here. We're gonna pull this in. So I'm pulling in the stuff I know I need to do, and then we're gonna break this ticket up some. So let's close this out. Wall attachment system. This is not urgent for me. What I would rather do, I would rather pull out wall management system. These are anytime tasks. Yeah, so let's do this. Let's do this. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. We're going to put everything in here real quick. And then for this ticket specifically, let's delete it. Let's delete this sprint because that was the sprint that we actually just got finished with. And I had to rename it because it was bugging itself out. And we are going to have May 25th through June 1st. Now, what are these? Is this implementing the effects of obtaining, owning a skill, specific skills in the skill tree? So let me check my skill tree real quick. It would be amazing. Honestly, it would be amazing if I could do a skill tree. But let me check this real quick. Skill tree. Skill tree perks. Ah, man, this is hard. Okay. I really do want to bring these in. I really do. But I think I would prefer to do build skill tree data as a definite and create myself another sprint. Let's create ourselves another sprint real quick. We'll call this the stretch. Let's call this our stretch sprint. Our stretch sprint. Custom. And this is just work we'll be able to pull. It's kind of like anytime task, except it's more urgent. Yeah, it's more urgent. So we know this is a definite. So uh, it's funny. I just wanted to move it all the way up. So let's do our definites. This is a definite. Wipe time. So all of these OCPD coach training workout. Billing is not due this sprint. That one would be a ticket for there. Revival, yep. Build Steam page. I'm not building a Steam page this sprint. No way. Building a Steam page would probably happen during my lock-in sprint potentially. And then we have pressure wash home. I keep putting this off. I have an event Saturday, but I have tomorrow off. So maybe I'll knock that out tomorrow because I do need to do it. I can't keep putting it off. Pressure wash home. I also need to wash my truck. I need to wash my truck also. And we'll put a repeat on this. No, we won't put a repeat on this. We'll put a repeat on wash vehicles. Gotta wash those. And this is the interesting thing to me about having ADHD. When I have a lot of things I need to think about, because I have my brainstorming lane for things that are in my current thought wheel. I like to do physical stuff. So that's when I like to wash cars, use pressure washers. You see me walk around and clean my office. Even yesterday, that's when I spent 7 hours just, not seven, that's over exaggeration. Probably 3 or 4 hours setting my office up, getting these wires together, putting my lights up, and just doing physical stuff that I like to do. And since I can't really do home improvement stuff at the moment, since I'm working on my projects, it's a perfect way for me to release some of that energy. It's through these tasks. Okay, so investigate dev console program system. I still need to do this. Okay, let's do this. Let's bump this out again. Just because my game isn't even ready yet for it. But I'll put it here. Create establishing tickets for EYF. I think that's an easy one that I could put in the stretch. I like to put the easy ones in stretch just in case I'm getting burnt out or I want to try something different. And then we have store boxes at U Postal. Is this really urgent? Is this really urgent? No. This honesty could go into honestly, I don't even need this right this second, do I? Because with my stretch, I would rather it be something that no, let me just do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. I'll tell you why. Because it's such a simple task and I've been putting it off for months and I can just get a nice win. So build sale and promotion system, build relationships. See, these are a lot of things here. These alone, these three, that's a lot of work. This I'm not doing wall attachment systems. No way I'll get to that. We'll put that in. To me, that's a polish. Yeah, that's a polish to me. Player rewards and punishments need to also be considered. Delivery system finalization, improve product ordering experience. Player rewards resource effect system. Yes, this needs to be considered. Product desire system. Players need to know what items are. Yeah, this is big. That actually could be something I could do. That actually could be something that I could build in as a stretch one. Build product disposal system is also something that needs to be done. Implement for this. So this is a stretch one. That'd be a stretch one because that'd be this one. I have it as an anytime task. There's no way I'm getting that done right now. Implement RGSS test and feedback. Yes. This is going to be a consistent thing. Implementing the feedback is going to be a consistent thing. So we get that in. Okay, assign course. So finalize pager system. I want to wait for the pager system and do that as a polished thing. I think that would be good as a polished thing. But let's do it in the lock-in sprint. Yeah. When is that? June 20. Yeah, because I want to have this thing out in July. Yeah, I want to have this thing out in July. Controller support, not top of my list right this second. It's another thing that I would say polish. That's polish. What else do we have? Give me 1 second. Pressure wash home. Yes, we're doing that. Assign course activities. Ooh, that's. Oh, man. We have to make that a stretch. I did make that an action item to prioritize though, so we will see. Build sale and promotion system. See, this is such a simpler thing here. I mean, it's simple in my head, but let me put it as a stretch work one too. Distributor relationship system. These two kind of go hand in hand, and that's why I really need to bring them in. But so what are we doing for the game? If I don't do it right this second, what would we be doing? Like, these to me are more urgent than the skill tree system. So to me, these get bumped to here. That way, if I need to pull those in, I can. Player counter desk configuration. That's a simple system I can do. Just about done with that. Build skill tree data. Let me just icons. Again, skill tree stuff. Let's put it So let's do something like this. I'm just putting a note. This isn't urgent for me right now. Honestly, it's not. I honestly don't think I should have it. Let me close this real quick. To me, product disposal system is more urgent. I think product disposal is much more urgent. So I would say, if anything, I take this out and pull that into here. And then this could be brought up to me. And even this could be a stretch work goal for it. So I needed to define this task better. And even these could be separate tasks. These could all be separate tasks. This is what I think. It should be like that. And if I were to prioritize it, I would put it here. And then watch this. See, this is what I messed up on last time. Trying to do too much in a single ticket. So let's take it. Let's split it up real quick. Put it here. Let's clone it and put it here. So we can have that same ticket twice. Clone the sprint value. So both of these I might make one of these I might make one of these. So this is what I'll do. We'll have box management updates. And I'll put the two easy parts that I know I can do in a single day, which would be this and this. I could do those in a single day. Those will bring in and make that not a 5. It's be about a 3. Just because I'm giving unforeseen error space, that buffer. Okay, so then we can drop those out. Yeah. So then that would be a stretch. Especially this one here. That would be a big one. Store items in the box. Okay. So we have wash thief system. Build rent payment system. Oh, man, let's pull the rent one out. That one is not as urgent to me right this second. But this product desire system is. This is really urgent. Let's bring that up. Okay, so we have these system. And for this, create 3 of these. Let me say, instead of Opus Clip, create dedicated shorts to send viewers to new videos. That's what I would do for that if I were to do that. Okay, so we have shopper system. That needs to be broken out more. And then checkout system. This is another one that might be a little bigger. So I'm down to 2 minutes. What? So let's pull this one out just because it's contingent on me accomplishing the shopper system one. Benchmark. Okay. Everything else looks decent. Thief system. Yeah. We'll leave the rest. Now these, I have to do them, so I might as well stop pushing it off. So we'll leave these in because these have to get done. So we'll leave them in. And what we'll do is the shopper system, we'll break this apart. So we'll have shopper system, customers can enter mall with predetermined products, or customers can enter mall with products in mind. All right, 35 seconds. I might go a little bit over on this, but it's fine because I want to make sure this is properly documented. So I might just give myself another 5 minutes. Okay. So when players, so each store should have a shopper generator if any products are surging, they may purchase based on archetype. Otherwise, they will come in just looking. So that's the first part of this system. That's the whole thing in its own. It's a whole big point system right there. Okay, next part. Oh, oops. Shopper system. Keep messing up. Customer can be influenced by ads. By marquee. Let's start with marquees for now. Marquees. If a customer walks past a marquee that they have interest in and have not already considered, they are more likely to shop. To engage. Certain ads can also change customer priority. Okay, let's go to the next thing. Customer priority. we would say, oops, I didn't mean to put clone. Customers will have a priority system. This system is fluid, except for the first if surgeon. This system is used to dictate where the customer is interested in shopping. It also should take into consideration the time that they have to shop. I'm probably making this too complex. I can feel it. I can actually feel it. I think I'm going too complex for my brain. I might need to reel it back a little bit. Reel it in. Another thing in here, we need to assign customer archetypes. Assign customer archetypes to, man, what am I assigning customer archetypes to? Interests. So assign interest to customer archetypes. That needs to happen. And there's another one that we came up with, which is related to the advertisement system, but I don't know if I'll be putting that in right now. But you can already see just creating these tickets, and these aren't even deep tickets yet. Assign interest to, okay. So customer archetypes should have tags associated with them that dictate which what is it? Customer archetypes should have tags associated with them that dictate what products they may be interested in. Products and stores. Okay. And this is so let's say activities. So another one, shopper system, sabotage and recover. So we're gonna clone this. I know I'm out of time still, but gotta make sure this is proper. This is the time where I don't mind going over a little bit, just because the more I can refine it here, the more likely I'll be to complete my sprint and actually get the work done, or at least have a better understanding of what I'm actually requiring of myself. I mean, this is a lot that I'm looking at already. And this is going to be sabotage and recover. So player can sabotage other stores, causing the shopper to flee. If the shopper leaves a store, it will no longer be considered. If the shopper leaves a store, it will no longer be considered as a destination for them. Okay. So say, yes. Man, what was the other one? Okay. All right. So we have that. And man, we have different types of customers already. I think this makes sense. I think this is at least a solid base. That's a five. That's definitely a five. This I'll say is about a three. Customer priority system. That might be a five, honestly. That might be a five. I don't know yet. That's the thing. Customer can be influenced by marquees. This is probably a three, not too crazy. Customer can enter mode. Yep. And I actually set up most of that so far. Next thing I need on here, customer. So the shopper should care about time sensitive events. So they should care about time sensitive events. But now you see, this is much better. Now I'm able to see how much work I have, and I'm able to chunk it out. It's task chunking. This is what helps you feel better about the work you're doing. You might be overloading yourself with a single task. I spelled balloons wrong too. I forgot the extra. So customers keep time sensitive events in mind and will lose and will drop things to attend them. If customer is in your line in an event, they are going to is happening, they may leave your line. Oh, and store. I think that's great. I think that is amazing. Guys don't understand how much peace I'm at right now. I'm at so much peace because I can see these individual tasks now, and it's making it so much clearer what I need to do. So although it is a lot of work, it's a lot of work. I think I can get a lot of this done. Okay, and then let's change the thief system. I like shopper system. I like having that consistent. So we'll say shopper system dash thief system. And then I had the old shopper system. Let's change this and let's do shopper system rest and recover. Let's make this rest and recover, which means they can eat at food courts, rest on benches, attend movies, do all of that stuff. I know that's a lot for that one, but if you notice, I have stretch. It's not a that, probably a five. I have stretch. This is the bigger one. What I think this does, it adds life to the game. It adds flavor to the game. That's what you really want. Another one. Let's do one more in here, and probably won't pull this one in this sprint at all. But customers react to announcements, and we would clone it, and we would say that these announcements will work the same way that advertisements work. So watch this. These will work in similar fashion as the wall marquee system. When let me hide this. When the customer hears the announcement, they will consider the destination. Consider the new destination, the final destination. Okay, so that one we're going to pull out of here and pull that into the lock-in sprint because that will be part of the announcement system. We are going to then box updates. That's simple. I need to have it in, so that's simple. Rehaul and distributor license system might be a little more challenging just because I need to see what all it entails. I think I have quest system. Yeah, distributor quest system, distributor relationship system. And let's do this. Let's do a part one for these because I don't think these are going to be 100% fleshed out in this sprint. I think this will be a good starting ground for them. And then I'll be able to duplicate them in the future and expand upon the areas that need deeper investigation. Rest and recover. We don't need to pull this in right now, honestly. This one we can pull into honestly polish. We'll pull that into polish if we want. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it makes sense. Okay. So then we have pressure wash home, distributor system, all of this stuff. Man, let's bump this out. I won't do any TikTok or YouTube shorts this sprint. I'll have to make the sacrifice for this one. Pull that one to the next sprint. I have enough content coming out. I have full YouTube videos. I live stream 3 times a week. So what I would like to do is have a backlog anyways, where once I make these shorts, I can send people to these videos that are already released. So that's not as urgent right now. And what I'm doing, by the way, right now, man, I'm busting bumps on my face. What am I doing? I'm going through the tasks that I have assigned and I'm getting rid of stuff that I know is not as urgent that I can just pull out. Stuff that I do consistently, I'm keeping on here. So the sabotage and recover. I mean, not that. The other stuff I have is my streams, son, my wife time, OCPD Coach, Thursday streams, yes, working out, reading the Bible, yes. Let's edit this. One of my action items was to try to see if I could do 3 days or just a stretch goal. Push for 3 as a stretch. All right, we push for 3 as a stretch. All right, pressure wash home. All right, just got all my logos. They just came in. Cool. Pressure washing the home. I'm trying to think of will I prioritize this tomorrow with washing the trucks? I just think if I'm already doing stuff with water, I might as well just keep doing stuff with water. So that's why I put both of those together. So we keep them. Distributor relationship system. I think thief system needs to be prioritized because I think that's a fun feature. So we're going to prioritize that. The player counter and desk configuration system. Let's keep that because I think that's a simple fix. So that might be an easy win. Benchmarking, that's a mandatory. Box management system. This needs to be done either way. Rehaul and distributor license system. Let's consider it here. Let's consider it. Yeah. That's just what I'm considering. Just a lot of it, I think, is just code, though. That's the thing. I think a lot of this is just going to be me creating some algorithms. I don't think it's going to be me having to develop too much custom content, if that makes sense. So I think I keep them in for now. I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it. Get all this done in a week. All of this done in a week with me streaming. I gotta pull something out. It's no way I'm able to do all this peacefully. Customers can enter more. We can do that. Customer can be influenced by marquees. We can do that. Customer priority management, assign interest, sabotage and recover. Customers react to time sensitive events. Let's pull this one out for now. to here. Let's pull. I need this. We'll keep this because I think that'll be one that goes with it. Customer priority management. We'll keep that for now. We'll keep this. And I need to keep this because it's fun. So we'll keep that one. We'll keep boxes. I don't have anything in here for the course, and that was a priority for me. So let's go back here. Let me check my priorities. So communicating, stream, schedule should be more proactive. Let's create a ticket for this so I can at least, even if I don't look into it this sprint, we can look into it next sprint. So build proactive stream communication system. Communication system. I need to create some automation to update YouTube subs, YouTube, Twitch subs, and Facebook folks. I need to create some automation. Oh, and email list about upcoming streams. Oh, and Discord, because Discord is broken. It's probably gonna be a 3. And the sprint, not stretch work. We'll put this in sprint 25. So we'll try to do it next sprint. I won't prioritize it because I can't realistically do it. Okay. I think we're looking good. I do. If anything, I might have to cut sun time a little bit this week, even though I'm probably not going to, but we spent a lot of time together already, so I think we're fine. Pressure wash, home. So if I have to lose any, I would lose pressure wash, home, and wash vehicles. If I had to lose them for this sprint, I would lose those. Man, these just make me nervous because they're not properly defined, and that's just. But that one is so simple. This one is so simple. I keep it. That one is so simple. I can see what I'm doing here. Completing quests, selling the products, pricing their items at fair prices. See, this is the one. Let's pull this one out. I think this is the one that's probably bothering me, making me the most nervous, honestly. If I get to work on it, cool as a stretch, but the perks of it, the perks of a good relationship or a bad relationship, that's the part where it's eh, okay. Oh, and one more thing we need to do for Shopper, um, customer checkout system. Where is that? Checkout system rehaul. Let's bring that in as a stretch because that's a big stretch. Yep. Okay. That's better. 22 is better. I like looking at 22 much better. And I know I went way over time, but this is what you have to do sometimes. I would much rather spend that time early in the sprint, knowing that I'm going over wherever my time limit was to make sure everything is properly split up as tasks and chunked out as tasks that I can make myself feel good about as I'm getting things done, opposed to having a gigantic task and I have it for the entire sprint or more than a sprint. And even though I'm doing small things that are involved with it, I don't get any dopamine from it because the task isn't moving forward. So you might get some dopamine, but not the dopamine hit you would get if you completed it. That is why it's key to spend this extra time up front to break your task out. All right. So can I create a sprint goal in here? Now I forgot how to make is it edit sprint here? Let me see. Here it is. So my sprint goal for this one is to move forward. I can't even really make this one a smart goal, sadly. Move forward with Um, so we'll say this: fixed box system for RGSS. We will say move forward with Quest system. We would say player should be able to receive quests from current license givers. We are going to say physical physical work is knocked out early, and we are going to say all stream commitments are met. I just thought about something. I have an appointment. Supposed to have a stream next Sunday, which is the first. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Let's get this started. 1 week, 1 week. Boom. Let's do it. So, I have to do my celebration when we do it. So let's go ahead and do we'll do Thor again. All right, it's time to go, y'all. It's time to go. It is time to go. I would tell you this. Let me see if I can do if I do the 5 minute timer, I think it's gonna enable the 5 minute timer. And then I don't know if it'll carry the 5 minute timer over everywhere. So I guess let's test it out. It's a great time to test it while I talk. So let's do 5 minute timer, and then let's go to my scenes. Let's see if I can switch my scene and keep the 5 minute timer. Ah, look at that. Okay, it worked. All right, I liked it. I like it. Okay, so with that being said, let's do this. Let's go ahead, get our lights back up. That's good. And I wanted to do a reminder for you all, first of all, to leave a subscribe if you are watching this stream. I know a lot of folks watch these streams later on, so you might catch the replay. So just leave a subscribe if you want to stay notified about all the times I go live. I do go live on Thursdays, every single Thursday at 4 p.m. We are going to check in. You get to see how much progress I made with all the work I just assigned to myself. So make sure you pop in on Thursdays at 4 p.m. I also want to be able to help you all. So if there's something that you all are trying to get accomplished, or you're trying to improve your relationship with progress, definitely pop into these streams. Get the information that you can, ask questions live. I can help you out with some resources. Again, I'll put Jira help, and resources all in the chat, which I don't even know if you guys will be able to see it. But just ask for assistance real time, and I'm always willing to help you out. We have another stream on Saturdays. So this is our hyper focused chill body double stream at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time every single Saturday. You get to watch me work. I work from 8:30 to 11:30 p.m. And I hope that you guys are either working or chilling too. So you can pop in, I play some chill music, talk to you guys. And again, if you have questions, this is a great time to ask. You also get to see, I'll show you an example. You get to see I love that, man. I love it. You get to see my Jira thing up here that I made. It's just a little Jira widget, which shows you what task I'm currently working on. So if you're, listen, so dramatic. If you're wondering, okay, OCPD coach, I see you working, but what are we working on? I just see you bobbing your head and moving a bunch of lines around. That will always show you what ticket I'm actively working on. So I think that's a great way for you to just keep track of how I'm making progress on my tickets as well. And another thing I want to tell you about is our Sunday streams. But you should already know about the Sunday streams because you're watching the Sunday stream right now. So at 1:15 p.m. Eastern time every single Sunday, we plan a week out. I review how the entire week went, And we also do a retro, which I mentioned is the most beneficial part of any stream I do, because that is when I go and analyze my production, see what I can improve, and give myself a pat on the back for the things I did well. So with all of that being said, even though I had 2 minutes left, I spent a whole lot of time talking. I hope that you do check out the YouTube channel. Oh, one more thing. I just remembered I got a new pop-up. If you are a video game player, Retro Game Store Simulator, wishlist it now. Today, right now. It is on Steam. So I'm gonna do it again. Look at that. And I need to drop the link with this. You can go and wishlist it right now if you're interested and support this game that I'm developing. So most of the work that you see me doing is specifically for Retro Game Store Simulator. But this is the way that the OCPD coach balances out his life, having OCPD, having ADHD. We all have our challenges, have to make time for all of these different value lanes, I like to call them in life. So, family, friends, your hobbies, your mental health, working out, working, even just saying this stuff. I can't list every single thing I just said, but so many different things you try to do in your life. And with that, I want to show you all how I do it in a transparent way, in a transparent fashion. And that's why I come on here and do these streams so that you all can see real time that anything I teach, I'm living. I'm not just telling you all, oh, do this, it's easy. I have the magic key and just letting you live. I'm telling you, no, this is just how I operate, but I have experience. I'm certified as a product owner. I have 10 years experience as a software engineer in these big companies that use these systems to run billion-dollar infrastructure. So why not take that same system or that same approach and run your life like it? Because your life to me should be a business. You run your life like a business. So that being the case, I hope that you guys have a great day. Hope that you keep fighting for your life. And I will see you soon, hopefully on Thursday. If you decide to pop in, hopefully I get to see you on Thursday. All right. So peace. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off, and I'm gonna play some music for y'all so we can ride on out.